What's up everyone, welcome to FilmSpot, and today we will be talking about best upcoming movies. Big news, Marvel fans, the next Avengers team-up is getting a major reschedule and a jaw-dropping twist. Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars have both been delayed, shifting from spring releases to blockbuster holiday slots in December 2026 and 2027. The Russo brothers are back at the helm, but this move sparks serious questions about what's brewing behind the scenes. Insiders say the delay is to give the filmmakers more time, but let's be real, it's rarely just about time. After a rocky post-Endgame era, Marvel seems to be recalibrating, prioritizing quality over quantity, and avoiding the rushed missteps of recent years. And here's the real bombshell, Robert Downey Jr. is returning, but not as Iron Man. He's stepping into the role of Dr. Doom, flipping his MCU legacy on its head. Love it or hate it, that twist has reignited fan buzz like nothing else. With these changes, ripple effects are inevitable. Spider-Man Brand New Day may now shift to align with the new Avengers timeline, meaning everything we thought we knew is now in flux. One thing's certain, the MCU just hit the reset button, and it's about to get wild. Hold on to your webs! Spider-Man Brand New Day is shaping up to be the wildest Spidey film yet. According to new leaks from a recent Disney consumer products presentation, not only is Jon Bernthal's Punisher confirmed to return, but the Savage Hulk, yes, the uncontrollable rage monster version, is rumored to be the movie's main villain. That's not all, the villain lineup is stacked. Previously leaked foes like Scorpion, Boomerang, and Tombstone are now joined by Tarantula, with rumors still swirling about Lady Chameleon. That makes 6 potential villains, setting the stage for a chaotic showdown unlike anything Peter Parker has faced. And if that wasn't enough, Mark Ruffalo is reportedly back as the Savage Hulk, a far cry from his jokier She-Hulk days. Fans are already buzzing about how this darker, rage-fueled Hulk fits into the Brand New Day narrative. Set after No Way Home, the film follows Peter as he ditches his Parker identity to go full-time Spidey, because being Peter just hurts too much. With Destin Daniel Cretton directing and Tom Holland, Zendaya, Sadie Sink, and more on board, this July 2026 release might be Marvel's boldest swing yet. Carey Mulligan is in talks to join Greta Gerwig's Chronicles of Narnia adaptation for Netflix, and this already star-studded fantasy epic just got even more magical. Mulligan, a 3-time Oscar nominee, is circling a pivotal role in The Magician's Nephew, Gerwig's ambitious take on the 6th book in C.S. Lewis's beloved series. This Narnia isn't the one you remember. It's darker, more mysterious, and set in early 1900s London. The plot? 2 curious kids stumble upon a magical world and accidentally unleash the White Witch. Emma Mackey is confirmed to play the icy villain, with Daniel Craig as the shady magician uncle and Meryl Streep voicing the regal lion Aslan. Mulligan is set to portray Diggory's ailing mother, a small role with big emotional weight that fuels the entire story's heart. Gerwig not only wrote the script, but fought to give the film a 2-week IMAX theatrical run before it hits Netflix in late 2026. With this powerhouse cast and Gerwig's vision, Narnia is shaping up to be a prestige fantasy event, not just another reboot. If you thought Barbie was bold, just wait. Gerwig's Narnia might be her most ambitious world yet. The Avengers Doomsday delay may have frustrated fans, but it's also cleared the runway for something huge. Ghost Rider is officially being cast for the film, according to insider Jeff Snyder on the Hot Mic podcast. Yes, the spirit of vengeance is revving his engines straight into the MCU's biggest battle yet. This won't be a return of Nicolas Cage's Johnny Blaze from the 2000s cult classics. Marvel Studios is reportedly introducing a brand new Ghost Rider for Doomsday, potentially to join the fight against none other than Dr. Doom. Imagine that, Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Ghost Rider all sharing the screen. This news comes on the heels of recent casting chatter and the massive announcement that both Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars have been pushed to late 2026 and 2027, giving the Russo brothers time to pull off something truly next level. And here's the kicker, Ryan Gosling has already expressed interest in playing Ghost Rider. While nothing's confirmed, fans are buzzing, especially after Gosling called the idea amazing and even tried to recruit Emily Blunt to join him. If Marvel pulls this off, Doomsday won't just be a movie, it'll be a cinematic supernova. After more than 3 years, Peacemaker is finally back, and it's packing even more punches, heart, and yes, another dance number. Season 2 of James Gunn's hit DC series officially drops August 21st, 2025 on HBO Max, and this time it's fully plugged into the new DC universe. John Cena returns as the not-so-peaceful Peacemaker, but things have changed. Gunn teases a softer, less obnoxious Chris Smith this season, while a new character, Langston Fleury, steps in as the politically incorrect wildcard. But don't worry, the absurd humor and emotional chaos are still locked in. The new season introduces major DCU characters from Superman, including Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl, and Frank Grillo as Rick Flag Sr. Expect Michael Rooker to stir things up as the villainous Eagle Hunter, yes, targeting fan-favorite Eagly, and more screen time for Judo Master. There's even a massive mystery cameo teased near the finale. And yes, the dance is back. Gunn confirms Eagly joins the choreography this time around, with a brand new soundtrack chosen to match the season's twists. Get ready, Peacemaker is reloaded for chaos, comedy, and one hell of a groove. It's official, Harry Potter is returning to screens in a whole new way, and now we finally have our golden trio. HBO has announced that Dominic McLaughlin, Arabella Stanton, and Alistair Stout will take on the iconic roles of Harry, Hermione, and Ron in the highly anticipated Harry Potter TV series. These rising stars may be fresh faces, but they're stepping into legendary roles once brought to life by Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint. Stanton already wowed audiences as Matilda on London's West End, while McLaughlin and Stout are set to make their major debuts with this groundbreaking project. HBO promises a more faithful and expansive adaptation of J.K. Rowling's best-selling novels, with each book getting its own season, meaning this trio is in it for the long haul. They'll be joining a powerhouse cast including John Lithgow as Dumbledore, Papa Essiedu as Snape, Janet McTeer as McGonagall, and Nick Frost as Hagrid. With tens of thousands of children having auditioned, these three stood out, and now a new magical journey begins. Get ready, Harry Potter is about to cast its spell on an entirely new generation. While some fans raised eyebrows after co-writer Christopher McQuarrie said cracking the story for Top Gun 3 wasn't hard, there's actually a lot to be excited about. After the monumental success of Top Gun Maverick, which earned nearly $1.5 billion at the box office and 6 Oscar nominations, expectations are sky high. But if anything, this update is a good sign that the creative team knows exactly what made Maverick soar. Speaking on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, McQuarrie revealed that he and Aaron Kruger landed on the core idea for Top Gun 3 in a single conversation, and it just clicked. That's not laziness, that's creative clarity. After years of working together, including on Mission Impossible, this team knows how to deliver blockbuster storytelling with heart. McQuarrie also made it clear the real challenge isn't explosions or aerial stunts, it's emotion. It's not the action, it's the emotion, he said, and that's exactly what made Maverick a cultural phenomenon, a perfect balance of thrills and soul. With Tom Cruise, Miles Teller, and Glenn Powell confirmed to return, and a strong emotional backbone already in place, Top Gun 3 looks ready to fly higher than ever. Tom Holland's Spider-Man might still have some superhero team-ups in his future. After early reports pegged him as the lead of Avengers: The Caine Dynasty, a major creative overhaul scrapped that script in favor of a new direction, Avengers: Doomsday, now being penned by Endgame writer Stephen McFeely and directed by the returning Russo brothers. But here's where things get interesting. Spider-Man: Brand New Day, Holland's next solo film, is set to release between Doomsday and Secret Wars. That tight timeline complicates things. Will Spidey jump into Doomsday's chaos, or will Marvel save his big splash for the multiversal madness of Secret Wars, potentially reuniting Holland, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield? Insider at My Time to Shine H claims Holland is currently in talks for a role in Doomsday. Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige has hinted the cast is still in flux, with key players, including possibly Wolverine, yet to be confirmed. If Holland does suit up for Doomsday, expect a limited appearance, likely to tease what's coming in Brand New Day. For now, the web of speculation keeps spinning, and the Marvel multiverse isn't done surprising us just yet. Shell-shocked! The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem sequel has officially been pushed back nearly a year, now hitting theaters on September 17, 2027. The news is bittersweet for fans who were hyped after the 2023 animated reboot became a surprise smash, raking in $181 million globally and scoring a stellar 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. With its fresh teenage energy and slick animation, it was the best-reviewed entry in the 40-year franchise, and ended with a jaw-dropping tease of the Shredder. But now, the wait just got longer. Paramount has moved the sequel out of its original October 2026 slot, making way for The Legend of Aang: The Last Airbender. That means fans will go over 4 years between Turtle adventures. This shift raises some big questions, like whether the original young voice cast will still fit the roles. With the actors aging, could we see a recast down the line? And what happens to the momentum built by the 2D spin-off series Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, now filling the gap on Paramount+? While the Turtles avoid a 2026 animation showdown, they're now entering a loaded 2027, stacked with Spider-Verse, Frozen 3, The Batman 2, and Avengers Doomsday. Buckle up! Amazon Prime Video is officially taking the Creed legacy to the next level with a brand new original series titled Delphi, named after the iconic gym that's been at the heart of the franchise. While details remain tightly guarded, we do know this: Delphi will spotlight a new generation of hungry young fighters grinding it out at the legendary gym run by Tony Little Duke Evers Jr., the son of Apollo Creed's legendary trainer. Helming the series is Marco Ramirez, whose resume includes Daredevil, The Defenders, and Hulu's La Machina. With Ramirez bringing serious fight drama credentials, Delphi is shaping up to deliver both heart and hooks. Even better, Michael B. Jordan is on board as executive producer through his Outlier Society banner, ensuring the tone and legacy of the Creed universe remain front and center. He's joined by franchise stalwarts Irwin, David, and Charles Winkler. This marks the first major television expansion of the Creed Rocky saga, and with Amazon backing it and Outlier Society's first look deal in play, Delphi promises to be more than just a spin-off. It's a front-row seat to the next evolution of the fight game. Paramount just hit pause on two of its biggest animated projects. Both The Legend of Aang: The Last Airbender and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem 2 have officially been delayed, shifting their release dates months, and in one case, nearly a full year later than expected. The Legend of Aang: The long-awaited return to the Avatar universe will now premiere on October 9th, 2026, instead of its previous January release. That's a 9-month delay for a film already postponed once before. Still, fans got a silver lining, a sleek new logo reveal, and confirmation that Steven Yeun, Dave Bautista, and Eric Nam are still on board. The movie, set years after the beloved series, kicks off a trilogy diving deeper into Aang's legacy. Meanwhile, TMNT Mutant Mayhem 2 has slid all the way to September 17, 2027, nearly a year after its original October 2026 slot. That's a long wait to find out what happens after the jaw-dropping Shredder tease in the first film's mid-credits scene. While the delays sting, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Netflix's Avatar live-action series are still on the horizon to tide fans over. Fans eager to return to the world of Game of Thrones will need a little more patience. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is now officially arriving in 2026. Set 100 years before Game of Thrones, the new HBO prequel follows Sir Duncan the Tall and his squire Egg in a more grounded, character-driven tale of honor, loyalty, and quiet heroism. Based on George R.R. Martin's novella The Hedge Knight, the series shifts from the grandiose, dragon-fueled chaos of House of the Dragon to a more intimate journey through Westeros. The delay was confirmed during Warner Bros. Discovery's upfront presentation in New York, where a teaser ended with the 2026 title card. HBO exec Casey Bloys hinted at a winter release, so expect a chilly premiere early next year. Martin himself has seen all 6 episodes and called the adaptation faithful and beautiful, but warned fans this isn't non-stop action. There's no dragons, no massive battles, just a powerful story about duty, knighthood, and the bond between two unlikely heroes. With House of the Dragon Season 3 also landing in 2026, the Seven Kingdoms are gearing up for a big return, just not as soon as we hoped. Get ready for war! The Rambo franchise is officially going back to where it all began. Millennium Media has announced a Rambo prequel film titled John Rambo, now in development and heading to the Cannes market. This time we rewind the clock to Vietnam, long before First Blood introduced the world to Sylvester Stallone's legendary warrior. Slated to begin filming in Thailand this October, the movie will dive deep into Rambo's early days as a soldier, before the trauma, before the headband, before he became an icon of cinematic vengeance. It's a gritty origin story exploring what forged the man into the one-man army we know today. The project will be helmed by Jalmari Helander, with a script from Rory Haynes and Sohrab Noshervani. Stallone isn't attached yet, but producers aren't ruling out his involvement. This is a tribute to one of the best franchises in movie history, says Millennium's Jonathan Younger. Helander adds, "It's surreal. I've been a Rambo fan since I was 11. Making this movie is like fulfilling a lifelong mission. The legend is reborn, and this time it starts in the jungle." Following the spellbinding success of Wicked, fans are already counting down the days until the magical sequel, Wicked for Good, hits theaters later this year. And now the wait just got a lot more exciting. A brand new official poster for the sequel has just been unveiled, a striking image that first debuted at CinemaCon 2025. It features Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba and Ariana Grande as Glinda, standing face to face with the iconic yellow brick road winding between them. The message is clear, choices have been made, and the consequences are coming. Director John M. Chu revealed at CinemaCon that the sequel will delve deeper into the fallout from the witch's actions in the first film, adapting the second half of the Wicked Broadway musical. And yes, a first-look trailer was shown exclusively at the event. Now it's almost your turn. On June 4th, 2025, the original Wicked movie returns to select US and Canadian theaters for one day only. And with it, the trailer for Wicked 2 will debut publicly and online. Wicked for Good lands in theaters November 21st, 2025, and Oz will never be the same. Hell's Kitchen is about to get even more dangerous, and a whole lot more fun. After a tense Daredevil Born Again Season 1 finale, where Matt Murdock rallied allies against Wilson Fisk's martial law chokehold on New York City, the war is just beginning. And now Variety confirms what fans have been hoping for: Kristen Ritter is officially back as Jessica Jones for Season 2. "It's so great to be back," Ritter shared. "There's much more in store for Jessica Jones. This is going to be an incredible season. Her return is more than a cameo, it's a signal. The original Defenders may be making a full-blown comeback." Ritter and Cox's electric chemistry was a standout of the Defenders miniseries, and fans are ready for more gritty banter, sharp sarcasm, and raw tension. Remember Jessica mocking Matt's costume? Nice ears. They're horns. Iconic. While the Netflix series struggled with villains like The Hand and underused heroes like Iron Fist, Jessica and Matt's dynamic always hit the mark. With the MCU now fully embracing these characters, Born Again Season 2 could deliver the street-level Marvel magic fans have been missing. The wait is over. Movement has been detected. FX has officially announced that Alien Earth, the Alien franchise's first ever live-action TV series, will premiere August 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Hulu. International fans won't be left behind either, as it drops the same day on Disney+, i.e. August 13th for the UK and Europe. Created by Fargo and Legion mastermind Noah Hawley, this 8-episode series kicks off with a 2-part premiere, followed by weekly releases. And yes, things are about to get terrifying. Set in 2120, just 2 years before Ripley's original nightmare, the story begins when a deep space research vessel, the USCSS Maginot, crash lands on Earth. What follows is chaos. A rogue team of tactical soldiers, led by Wendy, stumble upon a horrifying discovery that threatens the planet. Expect xenomorphs, cybernetic hybrids, megacorporations, and chilling nostalgia. The series stars Chandler, Timothy Olyphant, Essie Davis, Alex Lothar, and more. With corporations like Weyland-Yutani and new threats like humanoid hybrid tech, Alien Earth promises a brutal collision of sci-fi horror and political dystopia. And yes, we may be dealing with monsters even worse than xenomorphs. Mark your calendars, Earth's not ready. Yesterday's buzz about Scream star Neve Campbell joining the Marvel Universe just got real, and it's even cooler than we thought. Initially, fans speculated she'd appear in Marvel Studios' upcoming X-Men reboot or Avengers Doomsday. But now, former X-Men 97 showrunner Beau DeMaio has confirmed Campbell will actually voice Polaris in Season 2 of the beloved animated series. DeMaio praised Campbell's performance, saying she brings fresh energy to Lorna Dane's story, picking up where Season 1 left off. Polaris, Magneto's daughter with magnetic powers and a complicated past, has been a fan favorite since the 60s. Her struggles with mental health and shifting allegiances add depth and drama to her character. Campbell's casting is a nostalgic win, blending a 90s icon with a classic mutant tale. Polaris previously appeared live action in 2018's The Gifted, played by Emma Dumont, but this marks her big animated return. Marvel's Brad Winderbaum confirmed X-Men 97 Season 2 will land on Disney Plus in 2026. He also hinted at exciting Marvel animation projects brewing behind the scenes, so stay tuned for more mutant adventures soon. Get ready to reload! John Wick 5 is officially on its way, and director Chad Stahelski just dropped the first jaw-dropping plot tease. Over a month after Lionsgate confirmed Keanu Reeves' return at CinemaCon, Stahelski now reveals the next chapter won't simply pick up where Chapter 4 left off, instead it's something entirely new. The saga of John Wick was pretty wrapped up, Stahelski said in a recent interview, so the only way to do a 5 is to have a new story that involves John Wick, not just the high table stuff. This will be really different, and when people see the trailer, they'll go, "Holy fuck, I gotta see that." John Wick Chapter 4 shattered records with a $428 million global haul, propelling the franchise past $1 billion worldwide. Now Stahelski hints that John Wick 5 could tie into two major spin-offs in the works, the animated prequel and the Under the High Table series. These upcoming shows will lay the groundwork for a reimagined Wick universe, one where freedom is earned, but peace might be temporary. Strap in, Wick's world is far from done. Hold on to your honey, the Beekeeper 2 is officially buzzing into production, and Amazon just dropped a massive $50 million just to secure the rights. That's right, according to Deadline, the streaming giant shelled out more for the rights alone than the entire production budget of the first film, which came in at $40 million, and that's before cameras even start rolling. But fans don't need to worry about this sequel being locked to streaming. Amazon MGM confirms the Beekeeper 2 will also hit theaters in select countries, delivering Jason Statham's brand of brutal justice back to the big screen. This time he's teaming up with director Timo Tjahjanto, the genius behind The Night Comes For Us, and soon to helm Nobody 2. Expect high-octane, no-mercy action. The first film saw Statham's ex-agent unleash vengeance after a scam destroys the life of his beloved landlady, raking in $163 million worldwide. With filming scheduled to start in fall 2025, The Beekeeper 2 is aiming for a late 2026 or early 2027 release. One thing's clear, this Beekeeper isn't just back, he's bringing the sting. After Five Nights at Freddy's terrified its way to box office domination in 2023, fans knew a sequel was inevitable. With Five Nights at Freddy's 2 hitting theaters on December 5th, 2025, the twisted horror franchise is officially revving up for more. And now insider Daniel Richtman reveals Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is already on the horizon. According to Richtman, filming for the third chapter is set to begin in late 2025, paving the way for a likely release in 2026 or 2027. But wait, this may not be the final curtain call. While the series was initially envisioned as a trilogy, a fourth movie is reportedly being discussed behind the scenes. The first film followed Mike Schmidt, a night guard who discovers that the animatronic mascots of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza come to life after dark, and not in a friendly way. With Josh Hutcherson, Matthew Lillard, Piper Rubio, and Elizabeth Lail all returning for Part 2, the terror is far from over. The Fazbear franchise is expanding fast, and if Richtman's scoop is right, the nightmare is only just beginning. Buckle up, horror fans, Freddy's got plans. Wasteland Wanderers, get ready! Fallout Season 2 has officially wrapped production. Stars Ella Purnell and Walton Goggins confirmed the news on social media, with Goggins even posting a rare, de-Googled selfie to celebrate. After delays caused by the Los Angeles wildfires, the hit Prime Video series is now heading into post-production, aiming for a spring or summer 2026 return. And from what we're hearing, Season 2 is going bigger, weirder, and far more dangerous. Among the biggest additions, Deathclaws, the terrifying mutated beasts from the Fallout games, are finally making their live-action debut. Expect new locations, massive threats, and a deeper dive into the Wasteland's madness. The returning cast includes Aaron Moten, Kyle MacLachlan, Sarita Chowdhury, Moises Arias, Leslie Uggams, Francis Turner, and Zelia Mendes-Jones. But the buzz doesn't stop there. Succession-style rumors swirl around new cast additions like Kumail Nanjiani and Macaulay Culkin, who's reportedly playing a crazy genius. With hype levels surging and lore expanding, Fallout Season 2 is shaping up to be a radioactive thrill ride. The bombs may have dropped, but this saga is just heating up. The John Wick universe just got even more lethal. Rina Sawayama is officially back. The pop star turned action standout will reprise her role as Akira in the upcoming spin-off Caine, starring and directed by Donnie Yen. First announced in May 2024, the film picks up after John Wick Chapter 4, with Caine no longer bound by the high table, but far from free. Details about the plot remain tightly guarded, but one thing's clear: Akira and Caine have unfinished business. Franchise creator Chad Stahelski called Rina such a badass, saying he's thrilled to see her clash with Caine again. Yen echoed the hype, calling her return a delight and promising to elevate the character that mesmerized fans in Chapter 4. Lionsgate's motion picture group chair Adam Fogelson added, "Caine and Akira have unfinished business, and this next chapter will be explosive." Producer Basil Iwanek confirmed production kicks off soon and teased more from Caine's corner of the Wick universe. With Sawayama's Akira back in the mix and Donnie Yen behind and in front of the camera, Caine is shaping up to be a stylish, blood-soaked showdown fans won't want to miss. Liza Colón-Zayas is officially swinging into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Emmy-winning star of FX's The Bear has joined the cast of Spider-Man: Brand New Day, the fourth chapter in Tom Holland's wildly popular Spider-Man saga. While Marvel is keeping details about her role under wraps, as always, the casting marks a major leap for Colón-Zayas, who made history as the first Latina to win an Emmy for Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy. Now she's bringing her powerhouse presence to one of Hollywood's biggest franchises. Tom Holland returns as Peter Parker, with Stranger Things breakout Sadie Sink joining in a mystery role. Fan favorites Zendaya and Jacob Batalon are also expected to reprise their beloved roles as MJ and Ned. Destin Daniel Cretton will direct, with Marvel's Kevin Feige and longtime Spider-Man producer Amy Pascal at the helm. Filming begins later this year, with a release date locked in for July 31st, 2026. Brand New Day will be the first live-action Spidey film since No Way Home, which shattered box office records with a $1.9 billion haul. With Colón-Zayas now on board, the MCU's next chapter just got even more exciting. After the divisive reception of Thor: Love and Thunder, fans weren't sure whether Chris Hemsworth's God of Thunder had a future beyond Avengers: Doomsday and Secret Wars. But now, new insider buzz suggests Thor 5 is not only happening, it might be radically different from the last outing. According to reliable scooper at My Time to Shine H, Marvel is quietly developing Thor 5, this time without director Taika Waititi at the helm. Instead, Hemsworth himself is reportedly pushing for Sam Hargrave, known for the brutal, action-packed Extraction films, to take the reins. Hargrave, no stranger to the MCU, previously worked as a stunt coordinator on several Marvel hits, making him a strong fit for a grittier, more grounded Thor film. While Hemsworth says there's nothing official yet, he's made it clear he's ready to return if the story is right. With Thor: Love and Thunder still earning over $760 million globally, despite mixed reviews, the Asgardian clearly has box office strength. If true, Hargrave's Thor could mark a tonal reset, shedding the goofy energy of recent films in favor of hard-hitting action and deeper emotional stakes, just what many fans have been hoping for. The Monsterverse is roaring back to life. Godzilla x Kong Supernova has officially been announced as the next colossal chapter in the fan-favorite franchise. Warner Bros. And Legendary have locked in a theatrical release date of March 26, 2027, and dropped a cryptic teaser to mark the start of production. Supernova is the sixth installment in the Monsterverse, following the global success of Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, which raked in over $570 million at the box office. This time, director Grant Sputor is at the helm, with a script penned by David Callahan and Michael Lloyd Green. The film will star Caitlin Dever, Dan Stevens, Jack O'Connell, Matthew Modine, Delroy Lindo, Alicia Debnam-Carey, and Sam Neill. While plot details are tightly guarded, Supernova is set to raise the stakes with new human characters and a world-ending threat so massive it'll take both titans to stop it. The Monsterverse is expanding fast, not just with this blockbuster, but also with Apple TV Plus's Monarch: Legacy of Monsters, already renewed for Season 2. Get ready, this is only the beginning. The wait for Marvel's big screen X-Men reboot might finally be over, and the studio may have found its mutant mastermind. Director Jake Schreier, fresh off the critically acclaimed Thunderbolts, is in early talks to helm the highly anticipated return of the X-Men to theaters. According to insiders, Schreier's work on Thunderbolts not only earned rave reviews, but also restored faith in Marvel's creative momentum. Now the studio is hoping to keep that streak alive by pairing him with Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes writer Michael Leslie for this top-secret project. As always, Marvel boss Kevin Feige will oversee the production. Though untitled, the new X-Men film marks the first major step toward a full mutant revival under Disney's Marvel Studios. Fans have been waiting since 2019's Dark Phoenix fizzled out, and following the New Mutants pandemic release, for a proper return of Marvel's most iconic team. The X-Men were a cultural juggernaut in comics, animation, and film, with Hugh Jackman still clawing his way into fans' hearts 25 years later. Now, with Deadpool and Wolverine breaking records, and Avengers Doomsday bringing old cast members back, the X-Men's true comeback finally feels real, and it's coming fast. Despite Deadpool and Wolverine becoming the highest-grossing R-rated film of all time, Ryan Reynolds isn't quite ready for another solo Deadpool movie. The star has long stated that he doesn't see another standalone Deadpool adventure in his future, and he's sticking to his word, at least for now. 9 months after the blockbuster success, Reynolds is quietly plotting a Deadpool return, but this time it's rumored to involve X-Men characters in a supporting role rather than a central focus. Reynolds is reportedly working on treatments for an ensemble movie, potentially featuring 3 or 4 key X-Men, with Deadpool taking more of a back seat. He believes this approach would give the characters more room to shine in unexpected ways, keeping the story fresh and exciting. The idea is still in early stages, with Reynolds also juggling his writing duties for the upcoming boy band comedy. The project would be separate from other X-Men developments, such as the new Marvel Studios X-Men movie being penned by Michael Leslie. With Deadpool's iconic history in the X-Men universe, fans are eager to see which mutants could join Reynolds' unpredictable anti-hero for this new chapter. Though with Reynolds, we can expect plenty of twists before the final reveal. It's finally happening! Avengers Doomsday is officially rolling cameras, and Marvel fans are losing their minds, for good reason. The very first set photo has been revealed, and it confirms something huge. Robert Downey Jr. is back in the MCU, but not as Iron Man. This time he's taking on a shocking new role, Victor Von Doom. The Russo brothers, returning to direct the next 2 Avengers blockbusters, posted the photo to Instagram, showing RDJ's on-set chair emblazoned with the name Dr. Doom. The internet lit up instantly. This marks the beginning of Marvel's boldest pivot yet, shifting from the scrapped Kang Dynasty storyline to center the multiverse saga around its most iconic villain. Filming is underway in London, with MCU veterans arriving and new faces still under wraps. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige teased big character introductions, promising never-before-seen on-screen dynamics. With a 2026 release date and RDJ's dramatic return in a villainous role, Avengers Doomsday is shaping up to be a historic chapter in MCU history. The set photo may be simple, but the message is loud and clear: Doom is coming. Get ready to head back to Tinseltown, but this time it's streaming. A sequel to Quentin Tarantino's Oscar-winning Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is officially in motion. With a jaw-dropping twist, Tarantino is writing, but David Fincher is directing. Titled The Continuing Adventures of Cliff Booth, the film marks a stunning creative team-up and a bold shift from the original's theatrical roots to Netflix. Brad Pitt returns as the laid-back, dangerous stuntman Cliff Booth, the role that earned him his first Academy Award. This unexpected sequel lands on Netflix thanks to Tarantino's savvy retention of the original film's rights and Fincher's ongoing first-look deal with the streamer. Announced during CinemaCon, the film adds another twist to Tarantino's evolving legacy, especially after shelving his would-be final film, The Movie Critic. While there's no word yet on whether Leonardo DiCaprio or Margot Robbie will be reprising their roles, Pitt's return already has fans buzzing. With Fincher's dark, precise storytelling and Tarantino's signature flair for dialogue and nostalgia, this unlikely pairing could deliver something entirely new. A gritty, stylish return to Hollywood's golden era, seen through Cliff Booth's still mysterious eyes. Tom Hanks is suiting up once more, not just to star, but to write the next chapter of Greyhound. Apple TV Plus has officially greenlit a sequel to the 2020 naval thriller, with Hanks returning as Captain Ernest Krause and reuniting with director Aaron Schneider. But this time, it's not just the Atlantic. The story heads into uncharted waters, the Pacific theater of World War II. Filming kicks off in January 2026 in Sydney, Australia, leveraging its world-class production hubs. While a release date hasn't been announced, the sequel is expected to drop on Apple TV Plus sometime in 2027. This high-stakes follow-up continues the powerhouse partnership between Apple TV Plus and Hanks' Playtone, a deal that's already produced hits like Greyhound and the upcoming Masters of the Air. With Greyhound earning an Oscar nod and becoming one of Apple's most-watched films, expectations for the sequel are sky-high. Plot details are still under wraps, but early buzz teases Krause navigating D-Day and key Pacific missions. With Stephen Graham and Elizabeth Shue likely returning, fans can expect more gripping tension, more historical depth, and more of Hanks commanding the screen. The Upside Down is getting a retro cartoon twist. Netflix has officially revealed the title of its upcoming animated Stranger Things series, Stranger Things: Tales from '85. Produced by the Duffer Brothers under their Upside Down Pictures banner, this new chapter promises a fresh take on the Stranger Things universe, and it's heading to the Annecy International Animation Film Festival this summer for its first major public reveal. Described by the Duffers as their dream project inspired by classic Saturday morning cartoons, Tales from '85 is being brought to life by animation studio Flying Bark Productions, also behind Netflix's upcoming Ghostbusters animated series. Executive producers Sean Levy, Dan Cohen, and Eric Robles are all on board, suggesting high creative stakes. While plot details remain under wraps, the anthology-style title hints at episodic adventures set in the same eerie world of Hawkins, possibly exploring untold stories or brand new characters from 1985. No release date yet, but it's labeled as coming soon. With Stranger Things Season 5 still in production and set to conclude the beloved main saga, Tales from '85 could be the key to keeping the universe alive for a whole new generation of fans. Anna Kendrick may be suiting up once again as Dana Cummings in The Accountant 3. After being a standout in the first film, Kendrick was notably absent from the sequel, but that's about to change. Director Gavin O'Connor revealed in a recent IndieWire interview that he's already spoken with Kendrick and she's game to return for the next chapter. Though The Accountant 3 hasn't been officially greenlit, the wheels are clearly in motion. O'Connor teased a bold new direction for the trilogy, think less gritty thriller, more unconventional road movie. This time, Ben Affleck's Christian Wolf will team up with his brother Brax, and possibly Dana, for a chaotic journey in a pickup truck. A plot? Not necessary, O'Connor joked, suggesting character dynamics will take center stage. Kendrick's return could add romantic depth to Affleck's enigmatic hitman and bring a fresh layer of charm and tension to the evolving narrative. While it's still uncertain whether the project will move forward officially, the buzz is building. For now, you can watch The Accountant 2 in theaters, and stay tuned because Dana Cummings might just be getting back in the game. Brad Pitt is heading into darker, emotional territory with The Riders, an upcoming A24 drama based on Tim Winton's Booker Prize-nominated novel. Directed by Conclave's Edward Berger, the film follows a father and daughter on a haunting journey across Europe in search of a missing wife. A tale of love, loss, and mystery wrapped in atmospheric tension. Production kicks off in early 2026, with filming set across stunning European locations. Reuniting Berger with acclaimed screenwriter David Kojanek, the film also brings together a powerhouse production team: Pitt, Jeremy Kleiner, and Dee Dee Gardner under Plan B, and none other than Ridley Scott and Michael Pruss via Scott Free Productions. After their chilling collaboration on AMC's The Terror, The Riders marks a reunion for Berger, Kojanek, and Scott Free. With Berger fresh off Netflix's The Ballad of a Small Player, and now attached to several major projects, this is shaping up to be another high-caliber, emotionally rich cinematic experience. Pitt, currently on a career hot streak following Wolf's and his upcoming Apple-backed racing film F1, is set to deliver another unforgettable performance in this gripping psychological drama. Jessica Alba is back and ready to bring the heat in The Mark, a new espionage thriller from Mandela Long Walk to Freedom director Justin Chadwick. Set to begin filming this July in Australia, the film boasts a script by Passengers writer Ronnie Christensen and promises a pulse-pounding blend of action, deception, and unlikely heroism. Alba stars as Eden, a mysterious spy on a covert mission who unwittingly drags a single father, Ben Dawson, into her world of international espionage. When Ben is mistaken for the world's most dangerous assassin, Eden uses the chaos to her advantage, exposing a tangled web of corruption and putting Ben directly in the crosshairs of the CIA, Interpol, and deadly crime syndicates. Now Eden must protect her accidental decoy while Ben scrambles to channel his inner action hero to survive and get back to his daughter. Produced by Highland Film Group and K-Jam Media, The Mark marks another adrenaline-fueled chapter in Alba's return to form. After her role in Trigger Warning, fans are eager to see her lean fully into her action star potential. With danger around every corner and high-octane stakes, The Mark is shaping up to be one of 2025's must-watch thrillers. Buckle up, bouncers! Roadhouse 2 is officially on the way, and none other than Guy Ritchie is stepping in to direct the action-packed sequel for Amazon MGM Studios. Deadline has confirmed that Ritchie, fresh off a string of hits, will replace Doug Liman, who exited the project over creative differences. Jake Gyllenhaal is set to reprise his role as the badass brawler Dalton following the massive success of the 2024 Roadhouse reboot, which smashed records on Amazon Prime Video with over 50 million global viewers in just 2 weekends, the biggest debut in Amazon MGM's history. While plot details for the sequel remain under wraps, fans can expect Ritchie's signature blend of gritty action, snappy dialogue, and stylish chaos to elevate the franchise even further. The script is being penned by Aquaman and Training Day writer Will Beall, with Gyllenhaal also on board as a producer. Ritchie's 2025 slate is stacked. He's already launched the Tom Hardy-led series Mobland and has Fountain of Youth and In the Grey on the horizon. With Ritchie at the helm, Roadhouse 2 is shaping up to be a knockout. Get ready for Chris Hemsworth like you've never seen him before. Trapped, targeted, and 20,000 leagues under pressure. The Thor star is suiting up for Subversion, an explosive new action thriller described as Die Hard on a submarine. Directed by 7500's Patrick Volrath and backed by Amazon MGM Studios, this high-octane film kicks off production in Australia this fall. Hemsworth plays a rising naval commander who's blackmailed by a shadowy cartel into captaining a submarine filled with illegal cargo. What follows is a deadly game of survival beneath the surface, as threats close in from both inside the vessel and the deep waters beyond. Written by Andrew Ferguson, Subversion continues Hemsworth's growing partnership with Amazon MGM and promises heart-pounding suspense in a claustrophobic setting. And that's not all. Hemsworth also headlines the upcoming stunt-packed comedy Stunt Nuts, the movie, and stars in Crime 101 alongside Mark Ruffalo, Barry Keoghan, and Halle Berry. From submarines to high-flying stunts, Chris Hemsworth's action-packed run is just heating up. Buckle up, Subversion is coming, and it's going to be deep, dark, and deadly. James Cameron's Avatar saga is gearing up for its most emotional and explosive chapter yet. Empire has just unveiled the first official image from Avatar: Fire and Ash, showing Zoe Saldana's Neytiri in full war paint, bow drawn, and blood streaking her face, fiercer than ever. Picking up after the heartbreak of The Way of Water, the third installment sees Jake Sully and Neytiri reeling from the death of their son, Neteyam. But grief isn't the only battle they'll face. A brutal new Na'vi tribe, the Ash People, led by Ona Chaplin's Varang, enters the fray, forcing the Sullys into new, dangerous territory. Saldana teases that Neytiri's devastation will morph into rage, straining her bond with Jake, her people, and even herself. She's going to question everything. Director James Cameron calls Saldana incandescent in the role, hinting at her most powerful performance yet. And with hints of more tragedy to come and a potential fracture in the Sully family, Fire and Ash could upend everything we thought we knew about Pandora. Get ready, Avatar: Fire and Ash isn't just a sequel, it's a reckoning. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.